Cool. Okay, so today is Saturday, March 19, 2022. I'm with Keith Miller. And what's your full name?
Allen. Keith Allen.
Keith Allen Miller? Is that the name you were born with?
Yes.
And when were you born?
April 1st, 1842.
Okay. How many brothers or sisters did you have?
I've got, I had two brothers, Gary Dean and Ronald Albert.
And what's your place amongst the brothers? First, second, third?
Yeah, I was the youngest.
The baby.
Yeah.
The spoiled one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And where were you born at?
I was born in Hanover, Illinois.
No, I don't know where that is.
That's right up in the northwest quarter of Illinois.
So bordering, is it border Minnesota then? Is it?
It borders with
Wisconsin maybe?
Indiana.
Oh, Indiana. Okay, yeah. I don't know my states. So, what are your parents' names?
My dad's name was Albert Thompson Miller,
Thompson. Okay, didn't know that.
and my mother's name was Orpha Gladys Miller.
What about your grandparents? Did you know them?
No, not really. I only actually met them a couple of times. My grandpa's name was Henry. I don't know what his middle name was.
And this is your dad's dad or your mom's dad?
My mother's dad,
Oh, okay.
Henry Sheddinger. And his wife, my grandmother, was Amanda Sheddinger.
Huh.
And they lived in California, Missouri.
I thought you were going to say California.
California, Missouri.
Huh, okay. And your dad's mom and dad? Did you know them?
No, I only met my dad's dad, my grandfather, one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we never spoke or anything. I just, for some reason, I was at his house. I never did meet my grandmother.
Huh?
Have no idea who she was.
Huh.
My grandfather's name was Audie.
Audie?
Audie, A-U-D-E, A-U-D-I-E.
Audie. That's an interesting one.
Yeah,
Huh.
sort of an old-fashioned name.
Audie Miller.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I only met him that one time. Never spoke to him, he never spoke to me. He was tall and sort of gangly, and he only had one eye.
Oh.
The other one, he lost it somehow.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So he was, I guess, quiet. Never said much. But at one time, it was in his house. I don't know anything about it.
Huh, interesting. And you don't remember what you were, they must have been babysitting you or something for,
No,
over at
well,
the farm?
I don't think so. I know my dad was there,
Uh-huh.
and my dad's brothers, they were there. We were there for something,
Huh.
but I don't know what.
Were your brothers there? Do you remember if your brothers were there?
No.
Oh.
No, just brothers,
Hmm.
Harold and Dean. And his sister might have been there, but I'm not sure about that.
So did you have much interaction with your uncles and your aunt?
No.
No, not really?
No. We never visited very often.
Huh.
So I never really got to know him. I know Harold was in the Army, and Dean lived there in California. And he had a beautiful wife, kids, but somehow he turned into an alcoholic, and he lost everything.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. Lost his job, and wound up with this really ugly old woman.
The only thing that would take him.
Yeah, really.
That's funny.
So I never got to know him.
Oh, no. That's funny. So what's one of the earliest childhood memories you can remember?
Which was what?
What's one of the earliest childhood memories you can remember? Like when maybe you were 5 or out playing or...
That would have been, I guess, when I was about 5. We lived in an apartment building, and the guy that owned the apartment building was named Doc Wiley. He was a doctor, and we lived in the upstairs right-hand apartment, and the bathroom was between the 2 apartments.
You had to share the bathroom?
Yeah, we had to share the bathroom.
Oh, wow.
And I can remember one time that must have been wrong. Had to go to the bathroom really bad. And of course it was occupied. And Ronald had a temper, even when he was real young. And he threw a fit. And the funny thing is that the apartment on the other side of that bathroom was occupied by sort of a smart aleck. And Ronald got really mad at him. And he started pounding on the door. And demanding to use it because he had to. And the guy that was in there told him to get lost. That didn't set real well
In a probably much gruffer way.
Anyway, my dad come to the rescue. So Ronald got to use the bathroom.
That's funny. And here you are, a little 5-year-old, just watching it all play out.
Yeah.
Funny. So where did you go to school at?
In Hanover, I went to the Hanover Elementary School, grade school, and I think I got a picture of that. It might be in the book that I wrote. When they take the class picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It might be. Yeah, I still have the one. It's
Yeah.
I'll have to look, see what's in there. Yeah.
And yeah, I went to that class school, elementary school.
And that was grade 1 through 6 or 1 through 5,
1 through
8?
1 through 7.
Could be.
Yeah, I think I started the 8th grade in Ohio. So it would have been 1 through 7.
Oh, okay. Who was your best friend during those years?
And I don't think I had him.
No?
I can't remember a best friend when I lived in Hanover. So I'm sure
Probably had several friends, probably not a best.
yeah.
Or maybe even your brothers. What would you do during, just hang out with your brothers and fish or something?
Mostly, yeah.
Or, yeah.
Not Gary, because Gary was 7 years older than me.
Oh.
But Ronald was a year and a half.
Uh-huh.
So Ronald and I hung out together.
Oh.
And we helped our dad a lot when he was catching catfish. Our weekends were spent doing that.
Oh, okay.
We'd set the trout lines and Saturdays. And then on Sunday we'd run and pull the catfish out. And we could only use certain times because they tasted good. The others were like mud cats,
They're bottom feeders.
really bad.
I didn't know there was actually different kinds. I thought they were all bottom feeders.
Well, they are, but for some reason, the blue cats were more particular
Huh.
about what they ate. But they were bottom feeders.
And was that in a river then?
It was in the Mississippi River. We lived about 5 miles from the Mississippi.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And just down the line, the river, was the Savannah Proving Grounds, which was a government hush-hush.
That sounds like a government hush-hush.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, they had armed guards and bombs and all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really,
As kids, would you try to sneak up to it?
huh?
As kids, would you try to sneak up to it and see what was there?
No?
No?
Oh, no.
No?
No. Stay clear of those, because they were serious.
Wow.
They, like I say, they had armed guards and all kinds of stuff.
Huh. I didn't even know that place existed. Huh.
Yeah, yeah. And it was only about 5 miles away.
Oh.
But my dad made it plain that he didn't mess with that.
Smart man.
Yeah. So the only time we ever got close was running trout lines.
Because was it on the river then? So
Oh, yeah.
you were, oh.
Yeah. They had big barges, geez, all kinds of stuff. And, one night, we were, my dad and I were laying on the couch listening to, I think it was a Green Hornet radio show. And all of a sudden, there was a huge explosion. Rocked the whole town, broke windows, and threw me off the couch onto the floor.
Holy cow.
And a bomb accidentally went off.
No way.
Yeah. Blew a big hole in the ground. Killed a lot of people.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. That was quite an ordeal.
Damn.
But nobody in town got killed. Several of them got hurt, but the people that did die were some good.
Yeah, if you were only 5 miles from it, you would have had some percussion there.
Yeah, yeah. So that was quite a view.
Dang. So what do you remember about your home life when you were growing up there? Did your dad work and while you guys were at school, or did your mom work, or did she stay home?
My dad worked at the woolen mills. I think he was a foreman. He was sort of high up the ladder. And when the war ended, of course the woolen mills made woolen clothes and stuff for the war effort.
Oh,
And when the war ended in 1945, my dad kept on working till about 1948, and then he got laid off,
oh,
so he lost his job.
oh, dang.
And that's, of course, what we had to move. My mother, I can't remember her working when we lived in Hamilton. I don't think she did. I think she stayed at home. And it would have been 1940, either 1947 or 1948. That was moved from Hamilton.
Oh,
But yeah, my dad worked, he actually worked his whole life in the woolen mills.
you'd think that they still need woolen clothing, even though the war ended. You need regular people clothing or
Probably
blankets.
so, but I don't think the market was big enough.
Oh,
This
I
is
see.
a very small town
Oh,
with a small population.
oh,
Just didn't have enough sales,
mm,
so they finally shut it down.
oh, okay.
So he lost his job.
So where did you go from there then?
Well, that's when we moved to Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, we moved to West Unity, Ohio. That was another real small town in northwest corner.
So yeah, you would have only been what, 6 or so, 6, 7,
No, I would have been 8.
8? Okay, 8.
Yeah, I was 8. And we moved from Doc Wiley's apartment building into a place called Craig Manor.
Sounds fancy.
Yeah, to us it was. And we lived there. It was a townhouse, one on one end,
Oh,
in the middle, on the other end. And we lived in the one on the right end. And it was sort of fancy, except that we slept in the hall ceiling.
what?
Yes, that was our bedroom.
Explain that, please.
It was a ceiling. I mean, the hall
Yeah,
walked in there and looked up, there was a ladder attached to the ceiling. And my mother would reach up and grab a rope and pull it down, and somehow that ladder, the bottom of the ladder, hooked onto the floor. And there was a real heavy blanket that was our bed. And we slept up there in that ceiling.
Oh my gosh.
Gary was on the backside, Ronald was in the middle, and I was on the outside. And somehow they rigged it up to where the bottom of the ladder attached to the floor. And that's where we slept.
Oh my gosh, so not even a bed, just kind of like a crawl space.
Yeah.
Could you stand up?
Oh, no.
No?
No. You had to crawl in there. We had a heavy blanket to sleep on, and then we had blankets to cover up with.
What if you had to pee in the middle of the night? Got to crawl over the brothers?
No.
Gary would have to walk over you?
No. We had a thing.
Oh, okay. A bucket or a window?
A bucket. Yeah, because we didn't dare wake our mother and dad up.
Oh, they'd be mad?
Huh?
They'd be mad?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. They didn't want to have to get up,
oh,
get one of us down.
oh.
So, yeah, we had a bucket.
Oh my gosh.
And it was kept in the back. But I can't recall using just very few times.
Oh,
My mother always made sure that we went to the bathroom before we went to bed.
that's funny.
Yeah, sort of.
Only because I didn't have to live it.
Yeah,
Dang.
that was our bedroom. And we didn't know any better. You know, you grow up with something like that. That's just normal life,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know anything better. Except that one night that we got woke up about 1 o'clock in the morning and hopped in a car with a little trailer attached, took off out of town.
So what's that about?
Well, my dad had to skip town, so they bailed us out about 1 in the morning. Stuck in this old 30, I think it was a 38 Plymouth coupe. And away we went. Edinburgh, Ohio.
Heading for God knows where.
It was
Did you ever find out why you had to skip town so fast?
I finally learned why talking to Gary one time. He knew why.
Oh.
And my dad owed a bunch of money and we had to skip town. And on the way over there, we had to go through Chicago. And on the way over, I woke up. And I remember asking my mother where we were going. She said, West Unity, Ohio. And right away I thought, Cowboys and Indians. West.
West. Going west, young man.
And I
West
said,
Unity.
Is there going to be Cowboys and Indians there? And Gary said, no, stupid.
As older brothers will.
That's just the name of the town. And when we got to Chicago, every corner, street corner, was loaded with colored people. And Dad said real quick, make sure your door, said to my mother, she said, make sure your door's locked. And said to us kids, he said, keep your windows rolled up.
Oh,
Yeah, but there could be trouble, but there wasn't. We just tooled on through.
mm. So,
Nothing happened.
did he know where he was going? Did he have a place to, obviously, somebody lived in West Unity that you were gonna go,
No,
no? Just,
no. No, all he had was a job,
okay.
and we moved into this tar paper shack. We lived in there through the winter to the fall and the winter, and then we moved from there. Of course, we had in the tar paper shack we had no plumbing. We had an outhouse, but the water, our water fell up through a pump, and the pump pipe come right up through the floor, up through the drainage of the sink,
Uh-huh.
and the pump handle was up there.
In like the kitchen
I
sink?
know it doesn't.
Yeah. Huh.
And
So it must have been a well or something down there.
yeah, it was a well.
Oh, oh.
Yeah. And I can remember we didn't have, I don't recall having any kind of stove. We had to have one.
Had to have one.
It could have been some kind of a hot plate or something. But
So then you wouldn't have had any heat.
Oh,
Unless
yeah.
it was like a potbelly stove or something.
we had a pot-bellied kerosene stove in the living room, and we slept on the floor. Another hard surface.
Well, you're kids,
And pot-bellied stove, oil burner, was in the living room. So, aside from being a hard place to sleep, it was fairly warm.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, not for my mother and dad.
They had to sleep there too? On the floor?
No, they had a bedroom,
Oh,
but it didn't have any heat.
ooh.
Yeah, that got rather cold. That's where they had to sleep. And of course, we had to use the outhouse. And here again, it was nothing unusual, because that's the way people live. That was our bathroom.
Just what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was. We had to use it.
So you only had did the townhouse have an indoor bathroom? The Doc Wiley's had an indoor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shared.
Yeah.
And then the Craig Manor, it had a bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so we didn't have to use that there, but then we wound up in West Unity. Here again, we had to use it. So you just get used to it, you know.
I suppose so. If that's all you know, it's just
Yeah.
the way it just
That's
is.
just the way you live.
Yeah, it just is.
Yeah.
So you went to school there in West Unity then? Do you remember what grade you started there at West Unity?
The 8th grade.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I started. We started there in the fall of '58. Oh, started there in the fall of, Paul.
That's okay. Yeah, so if you were 48, 1948, when you went to the townhouse, you were there for a year maybe?
Yeah,
So that'd be like early 50s then.
we went to, Forest Unity in 48.
Would it be?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so you didn't stay at the townhouse very long then?
No,
Oh,
no. And we lived, outside of town. We had the outhouse. And then we moved to a big two-story house.
ooh,
And, the next fall. It was a big house on the corner, and it didn't have any paint. It had a cellar, and we had a bathroom. My thinking gets screwed up. Trying to get things in the right order.
uh-huh.
We moved there, and that would have had to been 54, no, 40, 48. We moved from there to Minnesota in 54.
Okay, so between 48 and 54 was the tar paper shack and the two-story house?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
okay. That had to be right uptown then, boy. You're living the dream. Two-story house,
Two-story house.
indoor plumbing.
Yeah. We didn't have a refrigerator. We had an ice box, which is a small chest. And what they called a dray man would deliver our ice twice a week. I had the job of emptying the drip tray.
Oh, yeah? Like 6 times a
Somehow we
day?
get it outside. Yeah. That was my job. And of course, I stole it all the time.
Of course!
But yeah, he would deliver the ice twice a week. And and we would I remember trying to get that water outside because it was a pain.
It had to be like a shallow,
Yeah,
bigger pan, yeah, yeah.
that's what it was. And of course, I'm just a kid.
You're 8?
Geez,
10 at the most.
nightmare trying to get that outside.
Oh, no.
I couldn't empty it inside.
No.
No, I had to go outside. For one thing, the sink was too high. There ain't no way I could lift it up there. So, just a messy job. Why it was my job, I don't know. The ground never did a damn thing. It was lucky. to get mad.
Oh, no.
And Gary never stayed home long enough.
Yeah, he would have been, late teenager. He's not
yeah.
staying home, yeah,
He ain't gonna stay home.
yeah.
He was gone all the time.
Yeah.
And anyway, we lived there for not very long. And we moved. Well, when we lived there, back in those days, kids were heard and not seen.
You mean seen and not heard? You don't talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And one day I was out mowing the yard. Had one of those push,
Oh, with
or yeah,
the real hard ones, yeah, no motor.
no, and it would constantly hit a twig and punch you in the bill.
So that was another chore you had with the
Yeah.
water and the lawn.
Well, one day my dad was home, and he was talking to the neighbor over the fence. And I finished mowing, and I just moseyed over there, stood there and listened to what they were talking about. They were talking about the neighbor's pear tree. He liked to splice it
Oh,
to create a new pear.
oh,
And I thought that was sort of interesting.
yeah.
And listened for a little while. And then they said their goodbyes. And I remember my dad put his hand on my shoulder and sort of guided me to the front of the house. And when you go into the front door of that house, there was another door. And that went down into the cellar.
Huh.
And that's where we went. Oh, I didn't know quite what was going on until we got to the bottom of that cellar. And Dad brought it up to my attention. Kids aren't supposed to do that.
Well, you didn't say anything. You just,
He grabbed me by the arm. He took off his belt first. He grabbed me by the arm.
this is not going to end well.
Let me know that that was not the thing to do.
Oh, my God.
And I'm running in circles.
You made him chase you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
And he's trying to whip me. And he finally did, but it really didn't hurt. He didn't hit hard. But he let me know what was going on.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. And but that was the only time he ever had to do that. I learned afterwards.
So you didn't get many whippings as a kid?
No,
No?
no. None of them did.
Oh. Oh.
Ronald had too much of a temper. My dad sort of stayed clear of him.
Oh, God.
He did.
Oh, wow.
It was almost like he was afraid of him. And Jerry was never around.
Keith is the baby, so, yeah. Oh, my gosh. And Ronald's a husky guy, so I can see where you just let him go, just,
Yeah, he did.
yeah.
Yeah. When Ronald got mad at one time at his dad, that's the house we lived in. That we used to live in. You had the cellar door, and then you had the porch door. And the porch door had the oven. Well, they got mad about something. And Ronald turned around and went out the porch door, and it had a real fancy beveled glass.
Ooh.
And Ronald slammed that hard, and it shattered. And I stood there thinking, my God, he's gonna die.
My dad's gonna kill him.
Oh, God. This was awful. Well, my dad didn't do a thing. Did not do nothing.
Really?
No. Turned around and just walked away. Then the next day, he had to hire somebody to come in and put a new glass in.
He didn't even make Ronald clean it up?
No,
Dang,
no. I think he couldn't do it.
dang.
Yeah, that was it. And I'm thinking, this ain't right. I get my butt whipped just for standing there.
Right? I didn't even say anything. Ronald could break things.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, that was funny.
Hmm. So what would you do to pass the time while you were in that town?
When I was what?
When you were in West Unity? Because there was no Mississippi River there.
No, my dad bought me a bike,
Ah,
bicycle. Ronald had been bucking on his bike, bucking.
Mm-hmm.
And, but that was sort of dangerous because I'd have my front feet sitting on the axle.
yeah.
And every once in a while my feet would get tangled up.
Like mine did that one time at Grandma's house,
Oh, yeah?
at Lydia's house. I got a big scar on my ankle from that.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. You know about bucking?
Yes, I do.
So my dad finally bought me a bike, and right away, it was no beat up bike, but it was a bicycle.
And it was yours.
Yeah. And I think he said he paid $5 for it. And so the first thing I did was took it to school, of course. It had a sheepskin seat over it.
Oh, wow. Huh.
And of course, the first day it rained.
Oh, no.
I didn't even think about that. After school was out, I went out and hopped on my bicycle, sat down on the seat, got soaking wet. But I took it apart, sanded it down, banged out the dents in it, and taped it all up, tried to paint it. And I painted it blue and white. And that was my pride and joy,
Oh, wow.
that bicycle. So I had my own bike and riding it myself.
Nice.
Didn't have to rely on Ronald. But we lived there for, I don't know, a year or two.
Oh, not very long then.
No, it might have been a couple of years. We moved to a house over on the east side of town. No, the west side of town. And it was a pretty nice house, as I recall. And one day after school, well, first of all, one day after school, I'm riding my bike, just got out of school at home, and this kid meets me. It was in my class. And he said, Hank Williams died last night. And I said, no, that can't be right. And Hank Williams is a giant. And he said, no, he died. So I pedaled on home. Gary was home. And I asked him. And he said, yeah, he died last night.
Huh.
That was rather hard to accept. Because I was getting into music at that time.
So yeah, how did you end up getting into music? I know Gladys had said that your dad had a accordion.
My dad played the accordion.
Yeah.
He, I don't know if he had the band or he was just in the band. They were named the Rhythm Ramblers.
The Rhythm Ramblers. Okay. Okay.
That's one of the reasons I named my band Country.
Country Ramblers. Oh, funny. Oh.
He, Gary, anyway, I finally accepted the fact that Hank really died. Well, it was about a month later. Same place,
Oh, really?
same spot down below the school on the street.
Oh, funny.
And he says to me, he says, your house burned down.
Well, you are just all full of good news, aren't you?
Wow, I said, that can't be.
Again.
So I jumped on my gun, took off. But Gary was home, but my mother and dad were doing something else. And sure enough, the house burned down.
No way.
Yeah,
So nobody was home. Did they know how it started then?
no.
Huh.
No.
Gary was home.
Back in those days, they didn't really investigate.
Oh, oh.
They just say, well, maybe it was faulty wiring, maybe it's this or that.
Okay.
Let it go.
Huh.
So, yeah, we had
That bites.
we had no place to live, so somehow my dad got a hold of this farmhouse about a mile north of town, and we had to move out. So here we were back there
Oh,
on the bathing house again.
yeah. And you have to ride your bike a mile back into town to.
Yeah. But it didn't seem like it for some reason. The last part of the ride was downhill. And
Coming home? Downhill?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it just didn't seem right.
So you did walk uphill to school in the snow? Both ways.
Actually, when we went to school, we got picked up by a school bus.
Oh, you did? Oh.
And it was just more in the summer time. We lived there that winter and that summer until more or less fall. And then we would ride our bikes in and out of town. When we had these two dogs, and one of them come up with rabies, Ron and I had to go in down every day and get a shot in the stomach,
Holy cow.
a rabies shot. So my mother always took us,
Oh, dang.
and we'd get our shot.
I'd heard about that, but I didn't know I didn't know that was actually real.
Yeah,
Did you get a shot in the stomach?
yeah.
Dang.
And it didn't really hurt that bad.
No?
My mother hated that hill. And I thought it was a steep hill. We had the old Ford, 38 Ford. It had mechanical brakes. You absolutely had to lean on it to get that car slowed down to make the turn into the right.
Oh, jeez.
She just hated that.
I could see that, yeah.
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 And, we had to use the outhouse. We had the, well, the dog, of course, had to be put to sleep.
Right, yeah, yeah.
I remember there were two different kinds of dogs. We had one that was a cocker spaniel,
Aw, cute.
yeah, and the other one was a big coonhound.
And that's the one that got rabies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember I got real mad at the coonhound because I thought it was his mistake, his
He
doing.
did it, yeah.
Yeah,
Aw.
did everything.
Oh,
But it was.
yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, he may have, found some dead raccoon or something and tried to eat it.
Yeah. We, it was quite a deal of living. I remember in the summertime, there were several things that happened there. If you really get to my little dad.
Oh,
One thing was Gary had a gun. But, one day he decided he was going to shoot it. It was a 38.
yeah.
And he put up this big piece of 2x8 and got back a ways and aimed it at 2x8.
A handgun? A 38?
Yeah,
A handgun?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And fired the gun. Believe it or not, that bullet ricocheted off of that
Oh,
board
crap.
and came straight back and hit him under the eye.
No way.
Yeah,
Wow, he's lucky that didn't kill him.
yeah.
Oh.
And of course, it turned all black and blue. And I remember my mother and dad wanted to know how that happened. He said, "Well, I just tripped, fell down." No, he
Hit my
didn't.
face on a rock. Jeez. Oh, wonder where he got that gun at. Jeez. That's not good.
I don't know, my dad might have asked me that.
Oh,
I don't remember.
oh.
And one day in the summer, it was warm. There in that area was real humid.
Yeah.
And Ronald and I somehow got up on the roof. The roof was made of shingles, wooden shingles. And they were coated with moss. Very, very slick.
Very slick, yeah.
So we're up on the roof. It was raining. And of course, the roof was slick.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. All of a sudden, I started sliding. And there was no way to stop. But there was a nail stick on the bottom that shades. And I hooked it right there on the side. Really laying on the side sliding down. I tried to stop. And that wasn't going to happen. And that nail hooked.
Oh,
It tore a big gash. And I still got the scar.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
You didn't go tumbling off then, at least, huh?
oh yeah.
Oh, it did still?
Oh yeah, I tumbled off.
Oh, no.
But I did get hurt. I just sort of hit the ground, fell, I guess.
Jump back up, Dad. I'm good.
But I think my mother noticed it and asked me how it happened. I told her,
Again, I fell. Oh, you told her you were on the roof?
yeah.
Oh.
And she said, you won't do that again, will you?
No, no,
I'm doing that.
no.
But we had a cherry tree out in front, and there towards the end, towards the fall, Ronald and I would climb up that tree and just sit up there and eat cherries.
Oh,
God,
nice.
they were the most delicious cherries.
Oh, they must have been like a Bing rather than a tart, huh? Oh,
Yeah, they were really good.
that sounds awesome.
Yeah. And, then that, later on that fall, we moved back in the time. And I think we stayed there. In a place called the Stock's house. The Stock family owned a big portion. And we rented a house. So we called it the Stock's house.
Oh,
And we stayed there until we moved to it. So,
huh. Now, did you have a best friend there, or was it Ronald still?
no, I had a best friend there. His name was Richard Barnhart. Everybody called him Barney. He was sort of chubby. Real nice guy. And him and I were close friends. We also had Freddie Post there. They were friends of ours. And all of us chummed around together and did everything together. We went fishing in a creek. One day we had several small bluegills on a little stringer that we had caught.
You gonna eat that?
Huh?
What were you gonna do with those?
I remember every time my mother come to pick us up, she'd throw them away. Anyway, one time we were done fishing, and we left them on the stringer in the creek, and we went and played jumping.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, well, it's where you put your feet together. And you gotta throw the knife and make it stick.
In somebody's foot?
No, just to the outside of the
So kind of like horseshoes, but more dangerous.
Yeah, and it couldn't be stuck more than the length of the blade, so it had to come close. Anyway, we got back there, and here's this great big black snake. Ate those fish.
Oh my God.
And there he is hung up on that stringer.
Gee, hung himself on the stringer? Oh man.
Yeah.
A black snake? What would that have been?
Huh?
What would that have been? A black one?
Black, yeah.
A mamba? Or
Big, not poisonous.
no?
Didn't have a poisonous stick. Just a great big black
Ew.
snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And there he was. Hung up on that stringer.
What did you do? Walked away?
Yeah. Yeah, I just stood out there and waited for her mother. She just left him. Poor snake.
Did you guys do any hunting or anything over there? Or hunting? Did you do any hunting like that?
No,
Just
our
fishing?
hunting really didn't start until.
So what brought, did your dad get laid off again?
No, he didn't.
No?
He still had his job at the Woolen Mills. The only thing is that, you know, he was an avid fisher.
Mhm.
He loved fishing. And fishing wasn't too good there.
Yeah.
To get into good fishing, he had to drive through to Michigan.
Oh.
And so he found a job where he could have good fishing full time.
Because that's what's important.
That's how we wound up in Minnesota. Yes.
That's funny.
He loved it.
Mhm.
We took off, and Gary wasn't happy because my dad had a job offer in Michigan and Minnesota. And you know what went on.
Yeah.
And so, and away we went. And he was the foreman at the Woolen Mills. And we lived in this apartment. I can't remember the lady's name at home. She was an elderly woman. Real nice, never complained to us. If we made too much noise or anything. We lived upstairs. She lived downstairs. And Ronald, Gary, and I slept in the bedroom. My mother and dad slept in the living room on the bed. It was in the living room.
So not like a pull-out couch.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
No, it was a regular
Just a
bed.
full,
Not a big bed. Just a smaller bed.
Well, Gary had to be like in his, like 19 or something at that time.
Oh, sure.
What's he still doing at home?
Laying around, drinking beer.
Okay.
Pretty much it. And we lived up there. And I remember one Sunday morning, we were sitting on Mom and Dad's bed talking. And Gary said, I'm thinking about moving out to Utah. I said, why? He said, there's a big uranium boom going on. And he explained it to me. I didn't know that a place called Moab, Utah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How funny.
And that's-
Back then.
He was going to move out there.
How funny.
He crossed it
Uh-huh.
and find millions of dollars worth of uranium. Yeah. Of course, he never did. Later on, he finally joined the Army.
That's what I thought. He was in the military, yeah.
He was in there. Anyway, one Sunday morning, we're all up. And I think my mother had made pancakes. We're all sitting in the kitchen. eating pancakes. All of a sudden, there's a knock on the door. And I got up and went in and opened up the door. And here standing two big MPs.
Oh,
And I just stood there. And one guy said, is Harold Miller here? And I said, yeah. We'd like to speak to you.
who's Harold?
Harold was my dad's brother.
Oh,
And he was in the military.
oh.
I said, yeah.
And he happened to be there at the house with y'all. He was living at the house with you?
Oh, no.
Oh,
No, he just showed up one day.
oh. Okay.
Yeah, just showed up. And so I took him into the kitchen. And they said to him, Harold, you're AWOL again.
Again?
Yeah, I know.
I know.
And so they They handcuffed him, took him away.
Oh, no.
Uh,
Wow.
I thought he went to Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, which is a federal prison.
Yeah.
But Gary said no, he didn't. He went to a prison in northern Minnesota at a town. What was the name of that town? We used to listen to that country music in Minnesota. Huh?
Pipestone? Pipe?
Well,
Pipestone?
anyway, that's where they took him.
Hmm.
And I think he learned his lesson.
I would hope so.
I don't think he did it anymore. He did shut you straight.
Plus, now he has to break out of prison.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Uh,
Just randomly shows up one day.
yeah. Yeah, pretty much it.
Oh,
Here I am.
my God. Wow. How old were you at that time?
I was probably about 14,
Oh, okay.
young. And, I didn't know Harold and Dean as the other brother. I didn't know them that well. Or my dad's sister. I think her name was Margaret. Because we never met.
Mhm.
We very seldom ever seen anybody from the family.
Yeah, I remember your mom saying that they fought. The two sides fought.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when my dad died, at the funeral, oh Christ, it was a nightmare
Really? What happened?
between the two families. My dad's family blamed everything on Shuttleworth. Everything. And I mean, it was a knockdown, drag out fight.
Really?
Yeah. And poor Gary was caught in the middle when my mother ordered him around to take pictures of the gravesite. That didn't set well.
To take pictures? Why wouldn't? I would think you'd want a couple pictures. Apparently they didn't.
No family didn't.
Huh.
I mean, they would have took their own pictures.
Oh.
But they didn't want the military or the
Chenoweth.
Shuttleworth
Yeah.
taking any pictures.
Wow.
Yeah. It was not pleasant.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Gary was embarrassed to death. Yeah. Take different behaviors. We were all glad just to get it out.
That's a hard enough time without that kind of crap happening. Jeez.
That's the one thing I've always said about funerals, why I don't like them. It's a bad enough time that you shouldn't have to go through a whole bunch of other junk
Right.
to get through it.
Yeah.
Just get it over with, be done.
Jeez, I can see how you'd feel like that. Yeah. The experience.
Anyway,
Hmm.
that was a hard time.
Yeah. How old were you when he died?
I was, I was, 16.
16?
Because I remember I had to be 16. After the funeral, on the way back to Minnesota, I had to do a certain amount of writing.
Mm.
For some reason, Al Morton came. Why, I don't know. Him and Ron were friends.
Uh-huh.
So I just came.
Just moral support maybe to help drive or something? Or?
He drove some,
Yeah.
and Ron drove some,
Uh-huh.
and I drove some, and his mother drove. So we had plenty of
So the funeral was in Illinois?
No,
Oh, Missouri.
Yeah, I went home.
Oh,
Yeah, we had to move there. And the one thing that bothered me was that my mother seemed very happy about it. She was glad. And, I couldn't.
yeah, if you're that unhappy in a marriage, just divorce.
I couldn't understand it. Right, right. My dad and I weren't really close, but
But still.
when he caused,
Yeah.
and he was always the one that held everything together. I'm sorry.
It's a sad time, yeah. Did you have to go get a job then to help support the family?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, I never went back to school.
Oh, really? At 16? Yeah.
I went to work for Private Groceries,
Oh,
and my mother got half the money, and I got the other half. So we lived,
uh-huh.
and I was actually excited about it.
I'll bet. You'd be like, woohoo, money!
Yeah. And I remember when I turned 16, got my driver's license, I went to my dad right away and told him I wanted to get a job. He said no.
Mm.
He said, you're young. He said, just be a kid.
Yeah, because once you start that job, it just continues.
That's what he said. If you start that job,
Oh,
you'll be working forever.
yep, yep.
And so I did. And he helped me out different times.
With money?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I had organized, not organized. I planned having a date.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me what I was going to do.
Oh, where are you going to go on your date? Uh-huh, yeah.
And I said, well, I was going to take her out to a real nice dinner at the golf. And he said, gee, that's expensive.
Ooh, yeah, the golf club.
And I said, yeah, well, I got money saved up. He said, well, I'll help you. I'll give you some.
Nice.
And the time come, I was going to follow her home. She didn't know anything about it.
You were going to follow her home?
She always come out to North Florida at school. And I was hiding inside the tennis court.
Well, this just gets creepier and creepier.
Yeah. And here she comes along with her girlfriend. Her girlfriend lived up in that area where she lived. And so I started following her. And she turned to the right to go to her house. Then she turned left to go to her house. And I made my move too late.
Why? What happened?
So boy hollered at her.
No.
But she stopped. He run over there. And I thought, oh crap, I can't do it. So I turned around,
Mm-hmm.
just walked back home.
Oh.
Got home. That's when we lived on South Market. Climbed up the stairs of the bedroom,
Oh.
pulled up the guitar,
Oh.
and started to write a song.
So you had a guitar already. When did you buy that?
That's when we lived on the big two-story house, and we moved to the east side,
Okay.
the west side of town,
Uh-huh.
and out on back.
Oh, okay.
Gary sort of took up playing,
Huh.
and so he bought two.
Oh.
He bought a Gibson electric and an acoustic. And, so we always had one at the house. Gary sort of dropped away from it, and I sort of picked it up.
So did he teach you any, or
Huh?
did he teach you any chords or how to read music?
Who?
Did Gary teach you
No,
how to read
Oh, no.
music or play?
no,
No?
I did that myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did your dad help you how to read music?
No, I never wrote like music.
You don't know to read it?
No,
No? Oh. I
no,
thought you
never
did.
did.
Oh.
Once in a while on Friday nights, my dad would get his accordion out, and we would sort of jam.
Oh, cool.
And he was really good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, he could make that accordion talk, and I just couldn't understand how the hell you have that many fingers.
That's a
You hit the
lot.
right button.
That is a lot.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that had to be something.
Uh-huh.
And anyway, I just sort of learned by myself, but I had Gary's guitars.
Huh. So you could learn it by ear when you say you started to write a song
Yeah,
because of the girl? It was just whatever would sound?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. I just learned how to just do it.
Huh.
I never thought about it.
But somebody would have to teach you how to which
I had
strings
what?
to hold down. Yeah. For
Yeah, I had book.
oh, you had a book.
Yeah,
Oh.
and it listed the chords were what is it called? Country three-chord songs,
3 chords.
and there would be, like say in the key of C, the chords would be C, F, and G. If it was a 4-chord song, A would be in there.
Huh.
And it would show it on this book, on the page, where you put your finger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I knew a song that, you know, I wanted to learn. I would know that it would be in the key of such and such. So I knew where to put my fingers. And I just did it.
Oh,
Didn't have to learn anything.
oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah. And then, of course, Gary left his, when he went in the army, he left his guitars.
Mm-hmm.
And I just sort of picked up on it
Huh.
and learned a different song.
Listen to the radio and replay them.
Well,
Well, when you were a teenager still? When you were a teenager still? On the radio?
Yeah,
Oh,
I had a show.
pretty fancy.
Oh, yeah. Every Saturday morning, I pick and sing country music on the radio. And I think what happened was Jack Boss and one of my friends wanted to do it too. And even my friends yeah. Well, we had the Saturday night, Saturday morning show. And a lady that emceed the show told me to get rid of it.
Get rid of him, Jack.
And I said, well, he's my friend. I said, I can't do that. She said, yeah, you can, well, you won't have a show.
Oh,
And I didn't have a show.
oh, really?
Yeah,
That, kudos to you. Most people would get rid of him so that they could,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Did he suck that bad? Because I thought he was in your band.
Jack? No,
Yeah. Oh, just friend.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
No, he never worked with the band.
Because I remember Boston's and him and the wife and the boy. No, Boston. They had like a boy from Russia or something, wasn't he? They adopted.
He, Jack was in the military.
Who am I thinking of then?
He married a girl from Germany.
Germany. Yeah,
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 yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, he was. And then after they had the kid, she divorced him.
Ah,
She only used him to get in the States. And, so Jack never was.
So, if you had to quit school at 16 and take a job, how did you meet Nan? I thought that was at school. Oh,
On Friday nights, we had, the town had, the stores were open for the firemen, so they could come in and shop. So the stores would stay open till 9 o'clock. The kids that had cars with, drag wagons, and they would stop. And if there was a couple girls or a girl on the street, have some do on the, right?
right. You were hanging out on the street corner, Mom.
Her and Carolyn Wilkie were there. Al was driving, and Al was sitting in the front. Jerry Rasky and I were sitting in the back. And Al said, you want me to pull over and ask if they want to marry you? And I said, yeah, sure. So we did, and they did. Carolyn got in the front with Al in the front. Sherry got in the back. Debbie got in the back with Sherry and me. And we took off.
How funny.
Went up to, at that time, they would drive up to Dairy Queen, turn around, move all the way back down to Lake Ripley, I guess.
Ooh, that's a long name.
Yeah. And turn around from back, back and forth. Well, this time, Al went past that, turned her off at the old dump road, and pulled in the dump, and turned around and sat there. And we all just talked. Finally, this is about 11 o'clock. Carolyn said, we better get back home. We took off. And next morning, I got the phone, and I answered it. And mother,
She was stalking you. She got your number.
and she said, could you give huh?
Karen.
Karen Knight. Could you give Karen and I a ride up to Berlin Studio? Because Karen's gonna pick up some pictures. And I said, yeah. So I drove over there with my hot rod, picked him up and took Joe up in that park on the road. Carol, we went inside, Karen went inside. And his mother asked him what I was going to do that night. I said, well, a bunch of us are going up to Watkins. Because there's a bar up there, a quarter bar. And he allows teenagers to drink.
Nice.
And she said, well, can I go? Yeah. So that night, I don't know how we got together, but as far as driving, but Al was driving. And Randy and Punky were in the back seat. And your mother and I were in the front.
You okay?
Okay.
Oh.
We're in front. And we got up there. And that's pretty much the last I seen of her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
I went my way, she went her way.
Oh.
And I don't know if she got drinks or she paid for them. I remember I went up to the bar, big time, and said, the only drink I knew was a screwdriver.
Oh.
It was a Gary drink.
Yeah.
And I said, give me a screwdriver. He looked at me. Are you 21? I said, well, yeah. But I reached for my billfold. And he said, that's all.
Oh, good.
I think I had 2 or 3 screwdrivers.
In the day.
And of course, not being used to drinking, probably had a little too much.
Some hard liquor, yeah.
We somehow made it home.
Dang. Well, you must have did pretty good for yourself with the job then, if you had a car by that time.
Well, yeah, it only cost $40. Yeah.
Nice.
It was an old Plymouth. And I think what happened was, it was a car that my mother had. And she sold it to me.
Huh.
I think I made payments with it.
$40.
I had it. I spent all my time working on it. Bobby Boland put in, they say help me put in the Chrysler engine, but I actually helped him.
Dang.
He was a good guy.
That's a big job.
Yeah, it was a big job. But he did a really good job. And I spent my time sanding it down, using bond to plug up all the dents and holes. And then I had it painted. I had it painted turquoise green.
Oh, yeah.
The reason I did was we first moved into that house in Ohio, the big two-story house, my dad bought in 1939 Hudson Terrible,
No way.
and it was turbo.
Nice.
I loved it.
That's a nice car.
Dash, door panels, was made out of mahogany.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know what a
love
terraplane is, yeah. Dang.
One time we decided to go to California, Missouri, and we got as far as St. Louis, and died.
Oh, no.
My dad had to sell it.
No.
Bought a 38 Ford
Oh.
sedan.
Oh.
Good God,
To go from that to a sedan, oh.
what a letdown.
Yeah, right. So what year was your car then?
Mine was a 49 Plymouth,
Oh.
and I can't remember if it was a two-door or a four-door. I just can't. But I spent all my time working on it. And finally I got it painted one rainy night. I drove it down to this paint shop, and I had to mask everything. The paint shop.
Mhm. The windows, the mirrors, the, mhm.
And a lot of humidity. It was raining off and on. I couldn't get the thing for like 3 days. And we should have painted hard to it. And finally I got it. Got it out. And started driving.
Mm.
Up to Main Street.
Nice. You were so proud.
Oh, yeah. That's how it was. That was quite fun.
Nice. I'm gonna stop this one because I know it's coming to the end. Takes a genius.
The first thing that my dad did was fish. And he bought a boat,
Mm.
an old rickety wooden boat, 12-footer. And he chained it up to a tree out at the lake and put a padlock on it. But we would take the oars back and forth to the house so no one would steal it.
Apparently that was a big thing. People taking the oars.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess.
We would, like Ron and Al, or Ron and me, decide to go fishing. I would tie the oars to that rail bar, or bicycle,
Mm.
and we'd pedal on out there. And unlock the lock, and put the oars in the boat, and push us out, and we would paddle. I would paddle. For some reason, everything was my job.
Man, your brothers got away with murder.
We would get out there and anchor. And we would have a rod and reels with corks and fish, panfish, or bluegills.
Sunfish, the small, yeah.
But they were plenty good for eating.
Oh.
We all liked it. But we would sit out there and fish for, I don't know, 3 hours, 4 hours. And then we'd get back and we'd have one of the things around there was a minnow line, a bucket fish.
bait.
cheap live fish.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we would put our sunnies and stuff in there, and Ronald would haul that home, and I'd take the rest of the stuff. And then we'd get it home and we'd clean up the fish, put them in some salt water, stick them in the fridge. We'd have supper.
Delicious.
Yeah. That's pretty much how I learned to fillet a fish. Because it would eliminate the bones. And you didn't have to mess with scaling of the fish.
If you fillet it, you don't.
Scales off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't have to do that.
If you fillet it, you don't have to descale it?
Right.
Oh,
So I've practiced it. I got very good at it.
Yeah.
I bought a real expensive fillet knife.
I believe that, because they're special shape, don't
Yeah.
they? Yeah.
Yeah. And I got quite good at it. In fact, every time we went camping or anything, I was the one. Clean the fish, fillet the fish, cook the fish.
Oh, jeez. All of it.
Yeah. Yeah, Ronald, I got into a fight one night. He'd been drinking, of course. That's what he's had it for. And he said I wasn't carrying my weight. And I told him, I said, Jesus, you know what? I do everything. Besides cooking and everything. And I remember Russ was camped with himself. And he come to my rescue and said that, you know, I'd been doing a lot. And of course, Ronald, when he's drunk, again. Finally, I got all pissed off and I said, screw you guys, I'm leaving. And of course, Jim Price was right with me. And when I left, he left. And we drove back to town.
Where were you camped at?
A little lake north of Eden Valley. I don't know the name. Real deep. In fact, one day we were out fishing. Al Mortensen and I were out there. And here was a bobber. And it was moving. And I said, yeah, I said, there's a fish on that thing. So we hooked it, hauled it in. It was a fish, but it was a small northern. It's not worth it. Threw the damn thing. Anyway, when Jim and I got home, back to Richmond, our house was locked. And I didn't have a key. Your mother had a key. So there we are stuck.
Oh, no, she didn't expect you home, so, yeah.
And so I finally said, well, let's see if we could find an open window. And sure enough, the one basement, we lived on Gorman.
The White House on Gorman?
The basement window by the back door.
Now, that wasn't very big, if I remember right. Yeah.
But it was big enough to get my butt. And I dropped down and went back up and opened the door. I can't remember. I thought Jim spent the night. But maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't. Anyway, we got in and got situated. I'm going to have to go to bed.
Okay. Okay, so I think we had left off with you, we were talking about how you met Nan,
Oh, yeah.
and that you went to a club, ordered some drinks, and she disappeared.
Yeah.
So you must have reconnected that night, or you left her there.
We reconnected. I remember, Al was driving, Dan and I were sitting in the front. Punky and Randy were in the back seat.
Punky, that's an interesting name,
Yeah,
Punky.
her name was Sandra.
Oh, that's a female.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was one of your guy friends.
Oh, no. Yeah, Sandra. But everybody called her Punky.
Oh, funny. Oh.
Anyway, before we left, we were outside, and for some reason, I was standing between the front bumper of the car and the back bumper of another car. And for some reason, I had some sort of a premonition or something, that something was bad. And I got a hold of the hood on one and the trunk on the other one, and I jumped up and just sent those two cars backed up.
No way.
Yeah,
Man, you would have been crushed between the two.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
yeah.
Huh.
They went bang and then they pulled back apart.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that scared me.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Why I jumped, I don't know. It's sort of like I had a feeling that I better jump.
Hmm. That's pretty
Anyway, we
bizarre.
made home.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
Hopefully Al wasn't drinking as much, but again, back in the day, that's just what you did.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So how old were you when you all met?
17.
17?
Yeah, I was working at the produce. She was still in school. Yeah. And it wasn't like, I don't know how to say it.
The love at first sight? She kind of grew on you?
No, no.
No?
But that was on a Saturday night. And she called me on Sunday afternoon and said, "What are you going to do tonight?" And I said, "Well, I got to work tomorrow, so I'll probably be going to bed early." I had to get home at 7. And she said, "Let's go to the show." And I didn't really want to. She said, "We'll go to the second show."
The late one? Oh,
At the
geez.
UD. And I remember we got there early before the first one was out. We went down to the basement of the lounge, sat down on the floor and sat there and talked. So the show let out and we go upstairs. And then the next day, after supper, she shows up to my doorstep.
Stalker!
And after that, it was just like every night. We would sit there and watch TV, eat popcorn, drink pop. I'd walk her home. We just kept on going.
Oh, funny.
But we just sort of kept it up.
So how long did you date then before you got married?
Huh?
Were you dating for about a year before you got married, or 6 months, or?
That would have been in the summer. And it would have been the next year. Yeah. But she was in school. And I loaned her my hot rod. And,
That was very brave of you.
oh yeah. We put that Chrysler engine in about the going, and it turned out to burn oil. She never checked it. Burned it, burned it.
Oh no.
It was all.
Oh no.
Had to jump it out.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
couldn't find another engine? Or couldn't afford another engine?
Well, I didn't really want to
Uh,
go through that again,
mm,
so I just let it go. Gary was in the service, and he had a 1955 Hudson, and he said I could use it. So I did.
oh.
She took it to school. I walked to work.
So, okay, so what did you do at work? What was your job?
That was hilarious. Curly Houser was the foreman. Nice guy. Curly was bald as a billion ball. Didn't have a hair on his head. But he was nice. And Ronald was already working there. He was a cropper. And Curly asked me what I wanted to do with it. I said, oh. So he stuck me down hanging turkeys, hanging live birds, while they beat you to death with the wings.
Oh, yeah.
You had to hang them up on the feet.
How did you, were they in a crate? How did you get it?
Yeah. They were in semis. Well, I guess that was the first job. First job I had was a helper on the truck, semi,
Okay.
loading up the birds.
Oh,
We'd drive out to a farm, South Dakota, North Dakota, northern Minnesota, someplace, and load the turkeys in. And my job was a helper. I'd be down on the ground, having to pick those big tom turkeys up, lift them up to the guy in the catwalk, while they're beating you to death.
oh, them things are mean.
Oh, yeah. And they're strong, really.
I'll bet.
One day, one night, or one day, they put me on the catwalk. And the guy, the driver of the truck was down below, I had him up. Of course, he had been doing it when I got in. He was used to it. Me, I had trouble getting them in the cage. And the farmer was standing there watching. And one of them, I grabbed and I just threw the damn thing into him. Hey! Sell those birds and hurt them. That affects the price. Okay.
In the meantime, you're getting the crap beat out of you.
Yeah. Well, on the way home, I was riding with Jim Hansen. Jim was married to Josie. Josie was Lily and Iris' mother.
I remember Josie, yeah.
And I'm sitting on the side over here, on the driver's side, Jim's driving, and I fell asleep. And all of a sudden, Jim's shaking. It stopped right in the middle of the road. He said, "Keith, you gotta drive." He said, "I damn near killed us." He said, "I fell asleep and veered over into the other lane and there was another truck coming."
Oh, man.
He said, "I was really lucky to miss it." So he said, "You're gonna have to drive it." I said, "Yeah, I don't know how to drive." He said, "Just get us to the, down here to where this truck stops at. That's all I ask." Okay. So we changed positions. I got behind the wheel and tried to get it in gear, which I couldn't.
Them things got like 3 shifts. The
This
knob
one
and
was, they called it over and under.
huh.
It had like 12 forward. And I'm grinding the hell out of it trying to get it in gear. And finally Jim reached over and said, "Push the clutch in twice." And I did. He got it in gear. He said, "Now go ahead, go." And he went through the gears for me until we got up to 50 miles an hour. He said, "Now just keep it between the ditches."
Oh, jeez.
And he went to sleep.
And we're talking like 18-wheeler.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It looked like that thing stretched out for a mile. And finally, I seen the lights of the truck stop. And somehow I managed to get it down into first gear. I don't know how I did
Yeah,
it.
because you can't just stop.
No. And it was a turn. and down into the parking lot.
Oh, God.
And I knew I had to make a wide turn because they take up a lot of room. And finally, I made the turn and I went down and I pulled around and parked that sucker. And Jim finally woke up then.
Oh,
And he was so proud of me.
oh, man.
We got into that truck stop. He told everybody I drove.
Jeez. Yeah. Them turns, you could easily end up in the ditch on one of those.
Oh, yeah.
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 Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that was scary.
I'll bet. He's 17, 18 years old.
We had our breakfast. He bought breakfast.
Damn straight you will buy me breakfast.
Then I went to hanging the live ones, which I couldn't do. So he Curly put me on the feather truck. I thought, well, this ought to be easy. The feathers come down
Like a chute kind of a thing, or a belt?
it's anyway, they come down, and I got a pitchfork, and this is this thing I'm in is a big trailer, same size as a big semi,
Okay.
and I thought, well, I'll just stand there and pitch the feathers. I didn't know that all of a sudden they start coming like 2 tons a second.
And you're supposed to be like,
Yes. And when you try to pick one of those feathers up with a pitchfork, they take a big chunk, not a little one, and that's heavy. And pretty soon I just couldn't do it.
oh my gosh.
Curly,
What else do you have?
yeah, what else do you have? Then he put me on what they call hanging heads. The turkeys would come up on a shackle from down below, and they'd be ice cold and sit in the board. And we had to twist them to where the head would come down into a V shape. Jim Hansen, not Jim, but Elmer Hansen was Jim's brother. He was on one side of the thing, and I was on the other side. We would stand there and hang heads up. And finally I told Curry, I don't like this job.
Was that a meat packing plant?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And so he put me on butterball, where you stick the head or the neck down through the bunghole.
Uh-huh.
I was on that, ice cold.
Oh my
We
God.
had to wear parkas.
Oh, yeah.
It was cold.
Uh-huh. Gloves.
Gloves, yeah,
Yeah.
big heavy gloves.
Uh-huh.
I told Curry, nope, not like that one.
When you said produce, I thought you meant vegetables.
Oh, no, it was live bird.
Oh, man.
And so he put me on the neck gun. You just stand there, he had this gun that had scissors, and they were real sharp. You had to wear metal
Oh,
gloves, just in case.
huh.
And you'd stand there and just squeeze the trigger. I thought, this is good. No, you gotta squeeze that gun like Hercules. I mean, to tell you, I couldn't stand it.
What were you cutting?
Cutting the neck off.
Oh, so that you could
Yeah.
stuff.
And so I said, Curly? He says, I'm running out of jobs.
Yeah.
I said, well, let me do what Ronald's doing. He's cropping. And it's the highest paid job in there. Because it's supposed to be the hardest. And he said, okay, that's what you want to do. So he put me on the cropping. And the reason is that when you reach up into the craw to pull the craw out, you check the broken bones,
Oh.
real
okay.
sharp.
Okay.
You get infected.
Mm.
It really hurts. You gotta go home every damn night and stick your hands in hot water
Ooh.
and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And so I told Ronald, I said, you know, there's gotta be an easier way to do this. He said, no, you just gotta do it that way. I said, no, I don't think so. I said, I'm gonna wear rubber gloves. He said, you can't. If you wear rubber gloves, you can't get hold of the crop. I said, yeah, there's gotta be a way. So the next day I told Curly, I said, I want a pair of rubber gloves. He said, well, you can't. You can't. I said, somehow I'll get hold of it. And what you do is you grab the skin and you pull it out, and grab your hand up in it, and that's when it would get cut.
Okay.
So with the rubber gloves, it protected the hand. And I told Ron, I said, try it. I said, your hands aren't going to get cut up as bad. And so he did it, it worked.
Huh.
We had 4 croppers, 2 on each side. And it worked for everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
But they kept saying you wouldn't be able to grab a hold,
Yeah.
but you just
Yeah.
take the skin down and then you could.
Yeah.
Huh.
It worked out real good.
Look at that. Invention. You invented something.
I stayed with that job till I quit.
Huh.
It paid a nickel or a dime an hour more. I was making $1. I think I'd make $1.10.
$1.10 an hour?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I stayed with that because of the extra money. And I didn't mind the job after we got it situated where we could actually do it without getting cut up.
Huh.
Yeah. That was good. So I was with that till I went to work for, I think, Kermit Anderson and carpenter. He was teaching.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you have some carpentry already experience?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I stayed with him, and I had applied for the post office. He didn't know that. So all of a sudden I got called by the post office to work the Christmas shift. Christmas.
Just part-time?
Well, sort of. They put me as a carrier. The regular carrier would do up the relays and stuff, and he'd mark out an area on the town that he wanted me to cover. And I'd have to go out there and deliver the mail. And I would never get in before 5:30, 6.
Oh.
Pullman, you know.
It's Minnesota.
Couldn't see nothing. I had to try to read the mail by street lights and porch lights.
And you were walking, there's no trucks like there is now.
No, it was all walking. And so after I became a carrier, I had my own route, and they hired these kids to do what I had to do.
Oh.
So one night, I worked from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Worked 12 hours a day. And so I made pretty good money. The kid that was doing my route at the time, that night, never came in. And Dean, the postmaster, got him from over to me. What's going on with this guy? I don't know. I said, I guess he's still out there.
Dang.
He says, I better go see if I can find him.
Yeah.
He'll freeze to death.
Dumb kid.
And so he went out down Swift Avenue. That's where I told him to start on. And he kept on going and going until he got out to the road that goes around the golf course. And Dean didn't know what to do, so he just turned to the right and started going down the road, and sure as hell, here's that kid trudging down the road. Didn't know where he was at or what he was doing.
Oh,
Dean picked the poor guy up, half froze to death,
no.
and all the mail never got delivered.
Oh, no.
So,
Oh, jeez.
and brought him in, had him punch out,
Yeah.
and the next day they had to send him carry out right away to deliver all the mail that didn't get done.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Schultz said, you might want to be a little more careful next time when you send these guys out. Yeah, okay.
Give him some direction.
But he didn't die out there.
Wasn't smart enough to come in.
No.
Jeez. Mm. So what made you decide to go to the post office route versus sticking with carpentry?
Well, my mother had come in. We were living in an apartment above Greenwood Funeral. And my mother came over and visited. And she said something about the post office is giving postal exams. You might want to take them there. And I thought about it, and I said, why not? So I did, and I passed it. I think I was either highest or second highest.
Cool.
Yeah, in the sporting. Paul Foley beat me out because he had 2 years of service.
Oh,
Military.
and that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 points. Uh-huh.
And so he got the job. And I kept on working carpentry. And then all of a sudden we got that hose off.
Huh.
I had to make a decision. Well,
Mm.
the thing is, the post office paid $2.16 an hour, where my job with Herman was $1, I think it was $1.10. I mean, we're talking like a lot of money.
Yeah.
So there was no decision.
Plus-
I told Herman, I said, the post office, oh yeah? I said, yeah, they want me to come and work. And I seen this nail he was nailing went into that wood in one blow.
He was mad.
Oh God, he was mad. Yeah, he wasn't happy.
Oh.
I said, well, I'm sorry, you know, I got a family. We had a desert.
Uh-huh.
I said, I really got to take this job. Yeah, fine. We didn't talk much the rest of that day. He wasn't happy.
Oh, no.
When the time came, I went and took the job.
Mm-hmm.
But that was for the Christmas rush.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't officially go to work for him until the next year.
Did you know that you would be like progressing into a full-time job at that time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I was looking forward to that because of the money, mainly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, it was over $1 an hour. At that
Nice.
time, that was a lot of money.
So how much did the rent for the apartment cost?
$35 including utilities.
Per
And
month?
furnished.
Yeah? And furnished?
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
And we lived there for a while. And then we moved to a cheaper one. And I went and told the guy that owned the building that we were going to move into another apartment. And he dropped the rent to try to keep us there.
Nice.
But we moved.
But moved anyway?
We went in, and that's the time we moved in the apartment above the bakery. It caught on fire.
Oh. Was the bakery, because I remember like Bernie's store, was that up above that, or was that where Gladys lived? I remember some stairs alongside a store.
Yeah, Well, there was a Bernie's, but
Uh,
we lived above the bakery, which was farther up the street.
oh, okay.
Yeah. And, we had Desi and Marilyn. And, I guess this is on a Saturday. She was in the bathtub with Marilyn. And all of a sudden, the floor just erupted. It's smoke.
Oh,
Real dense, heavy black smoke.
oh, wow.
And she got out, get Marilyn out, somehow got some clothes on. And we got out the back door and went down the stairs.
Dang, so something in the bakery caught.
Bakery got on fire.
Yeah, dang.
Yeah, that could have been a disaster.
Wow.
They were working on stuff down there, and what they were doing, they were soldering copper lines,
Huh.
and they let it get away from them.
Mm,
So, yeah, that was bad.
dang.
But we got out, and I don't know where we stayed that night. The word went out, a lot of people there in Litchfield donated
Oh, nice. Yeah,
furniture and clothes.
dang. Oh, that's
We
awesome.
had some.
Uh-huh.
And, I don't know. I have trouble with my timeline.
Did you have an apartment by the A&W?
That was a house.
Wasn't there an apartment also across the street from the A&W? No? Okay. So it was just the White House, the Gorman,
No?
no?
Oh, so what we bought?
Yeah. Oh, okay, so there was a place by A&W, a house though, not an apartment.
No, it was a house.
Mm.
I remember we lived there in 1963 when Kennedy was assassinated.
Ah,
That's when I pulled up into the driveway for lunch. They were just, the bullets were just coming out
ooh,
about Kennedy.
uh-huh,
And we were living across from the edge.
okay.
And Spotty Lower owned that. And it was real handy for us. We could just call over there and to pick up our order, just walk up.
Nice. I like
And he
it.
made the best chicken. We called it something that started with a B. Where they was roasted.
Roasted chicken.
Yeah. They would pressure cook it in oil.
Mm.
And I would tell Spotty, I said, burn it. I want it well done.
Crispy.
And he'd make it perfect. The best chicken you ever ate.
Nice.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So did you have your band at that time?
No,
No?
no.
It hadn't started yet, huh?
No.
Okay.
From there, we bought the house up on Gorman. But first, I think we had to move up to a trailer house.
In the middle of the sticks.
Yeah,
I remember that.
do you?
I do.
Yeah.
There was a big bullfrog.
And
Remember a
then-
big frog, yes. I remember that.
Yeah, we had to live there until we got possession of the house on Gorman.
Yeah.
And we moved there.
For some reason, I thought that was between Gorman and the greenhouse. Yeah, that would make more sense why I would remember it.
We had all the kids, and
Yeah.
I was working at, maybe one less person.
So you looked around, you bought a house.
Bought the one on Gorman,
Mm-hmm.
2-bedroom, full basement. Really a nice little house. I think we paid, 10.
10,005, huh? Wow.
Our payments was $78 a month, which included the taxes and insurance.
Nice. Wow.
And, that's, you probably seen that picture of you and Marilyn and Debbie with your little outfits on.
Oh, in front of the house.
That was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
basement of that house.
I remember you taught me how to ride my bike around that house. We'd hit that sidewalk that came from the front door.
So, yeah, we lived there. And one day we were upstairs. The kids were in the basement playing. And it was wintertime. And all of a sudden there was this horrible screaming from these guys. It scared the hell out of us. And I went charging downstairs, and you guys were standing way over in the corner, away from the furnace, and you were pointing at the furnace. And for some reason, I couldn't figure out what was going on. And what happened was the furnace kicked in.
Oh,
Apparently, you guys never noticed it before. And for some reason,
all of a sudden it was a
death.
big monster and
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, it's just the furnace. Yeah, you guys were petrified of that
It's
thing.
not like we were newbies down there. That's funny. Oh my gosh.
But that was a good little house.
I remember you had to redo the upstairs so that we could all have a bedroom. I mean, like, an attic?
Oh, yeah.
Or,
It was a story and a half.
oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you doing carpenter
Yeah.
up there, and I was in kindergarten, and so I'd go up there and help you and drink a beer.
Yeah.
And I swear you walled my beer up in the wall.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you did. Because I had one sip of it, and then I was like, God, this is nasty stuff. How does he drink it? But I wanted one, because my dad had beer.
Yeah, the walls went up like that. They did like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, it must have been cold up there in the winter. Because we just had those little bits.
Yeah.
So you never really, well, of course, heat rises, but still it had to be pretty chilly. And, I can't remember how long we stayed there until we moved out to that house outside of town.
Yeah, so what made you want to sell that one and get a different, just acreage?
Huh?
What made you want to sell the house on Gorman?
Well, I don't know why I looked at that house south of town. Somebody must have told me about it or something. So I went to the guy that owned it and asked him if it was for sale. He said, yeah. So we went out and looked at it, and I just fell in love with it. Outside of town, 2.5 acre yard, option on the other 9 acres around it.
Mm-hmm.
So, God, this is wonderful. And so he wanted 11.5 for it. And I thought, well, that's pretty cheap.
That's pretty cheap.
And so I went to the bank and told them about the house, and I wanted to buy it. But I had to sell the one in Gorman first.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, yeah, they'd work with me. Because I was working at post office. I had a good job. And your mother might have been working at treasury at that time. I'm not sure about that. But the house on Gorman sold pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it, and don't you think the woman bought it? I'm not sure. But anyway, we went ahead and moved out there,
Uh-huh.
and I bought a Reggie lawnmower, 2.5 yard.
Yeah, you're not gonna that old push mower.
Oh, yeah. And we moved in, and everybody seemed to like it. winters were not tough, but it's different than living in town. We had a root cellar out in front of the house, remember that?
I do remember. For some reason, I always thought it was a well,
Yeah,
and that snakes lived in there. That's all I knew.
well, they didn't live in there. If they were in there,
Huh.
they dropped down, we get out.
But it was a root cellar, huh?
Yeah,
Huh, okay.
yeah. And we kept our potatoes in there,
Huh.
100-pound sacks
Oh, dang.
of potatoes. And we kept it covered up with straw and snow, so we stayed at just the right temperature.
Perfect, yeah.
We leave them in there all winter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
worked good.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I thought it was a well.
Yeah. Well, it looked like it should be a well,
Oh,
because it was brick road.
mhm. Yeah.
But, no, it was roof.
So now you had a place where you could get a band together and practice in the garage.
Yep. And we did. The band was already going.
Oh, okay.
I started the band in '66. And we were still living on boat.
Oh, okay.
So we started then. And it was Jim Price and his brother Brad, 14 years old,
Oh my gosh.
on drums. But he was good looking.
Well,
And me. And I had to do everything because Jim was still learning how to play the guitar.
and the drummer was 14.
14. Legally could not be in the places that we played. But somehow we got by with it.
Oh my gosh.
First place we played was St. Cloud. It was a nightclub.
Dang.
Booze. Brad was on drums.
How funny.
And we played by ourselves. And I had to do the singing, the lead playing, the rhythm playing. I had to do everything. Jim didn't want to do it. But we went over real good there. And it was probably a month later. The owner called me and asked me if I would play again. And if I was back, he was a country music star.
If you would open for him, kind of? Or no?
Backing.
Back him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he manufactured guitars. He was an excellent guitarist.
Huh.
And so I didn't have to worry about that. And he had with him, he had a bass player. So anyway, down toward the end of the night, the owner came up to me and said, he said, "Keith, I'm not going to give him have to play anymore."
Oh no.
And I said, "What? What's wrong?" He said, "You're a drummer." He's 14. He said, "I got notified."
It finally got busted.
Forgot to mention that.
Oh yeah, right. Whoops. Sorry about that.
So that was the last time we got to play that. The owner of Lake Henry had called at the university and called the M&M Corral. Called me and asked me if I would play.
So how did they know about you? Just
I don't know, it must have been word of mouth or something.
must have been, yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's the only thing I could figure. I don't know how they would come up with my name,
Yeah.
but they did. And I said, yeah. And so we played that night. And I had a different drummer coach. I had Terry Shaw. And we played. And then it was probably a month later, we got another call. And he asked me if I would be interested in back Rose Mass, old time country music lady. And I said, yeah, sure. Jumped right into it.
Right.
That's a big time.
Right?
And so we started that night. And she was a sweetheart. She really was.
Huh.
She knew that we were amateurs. And every time we made a mistake, she would turn it into part of the act.
Now that's a pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the audience loved it.
Nice.
They loved it. I loved it. She was so rich. Well, that night there was this little guy that was about 5 foot tall, red hair, big cigar, standing watching us. And we took our first break. And he come up to me and he says, you be interested in playing Lake Marion tomorrow night with Rose? Yeah, you bet.
Yes, I would.
Just get me there. And she did the same thing then. Yeah.
Nice.
She turned it right in part of me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun. And it was then that Roy, I don't know who was laughing, but Roy asked us to become the house band. Be
Awesome.
there every Sunday night. Back the ones that didn't have a band. Open for the ones that did have a band. And do a whole night if nobody was there.
Nice. Okay. So is that how you got to meet some of like Hank Jr. and those guys? Okay.
Yeah. We had to be there every Sunday night. I think the only time we missed was the Sunday night Bill at Christmas.
Yeah, that makes
Otherwise,
sense.
we were there.
Okay.
And we got to be around when it started, which was exciting for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, these are a lot of the guys that I grew up with.
Listening to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waylon Jennings and Hank Williams twice. Hank.
Were they nice?
Most of them were real nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Treated us with respect.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Some didn't. I remember what really embarrassing thing was with big star.
Let's see, Roy, Hank Williams.
I will.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, he didn't have a band, so we had to back him. And so we were in our break song, which was Louisiana. It's the rhythm. And I went to introduce him and completely forgot his name.
Oh, no, just kind of like now.
And he was backstage waiting.
Oh, how embarrassing.
And he come out and he turned his back to the crowd.
So he's looking at you.
Yeah. And he says his name. He said, try to remember. I mean, we made it through the night. He was never real happy.
Oh, I'll bet. Oh, my God.
Yeah. But there was things that happened. times didn't particularly get along. But normally it went pretty smooth. The hard part was working with people that had hit songs that we had to back. And they were sort of off the wall. They weren't real hard country like we would be familiar with. And we had to follow.
How did you do that?
You just do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang. That would be hard.
Sometimes it really wasn't very easy.
Yeah.
But we managed to do it. There were mistakes. I remember I had to get on Jim Christ one night because he was backing off on the lead. And I said, I want you to get out there. So you're the lead. People are supposed to hear you. And he said, well, I get nervous about making a mistake. I said, well, hell, this is live. We're doing this live. Naturally, we're going to make a mistake.
Of course there's going to be mistakes, yeah.
I said, hey, you don't think Robbie and I make mistakes up there? Of course we do.
Yeah.
You just plug it in, go.
That's right.
Do it.
Yeah. Move on.
He never did get better at it.
No? Oh.
For some reason, he was just afraid of looking bad.
Oh.
Yeah. And so finally I gave up.
Stand back there and
Well,
play. Yeah. So how did you find your band members, other than Jim? Because you had a few, Robbie, the singer, wasn't there Wally, drummer?
Yeah. When Brad, unfortunately, his mother died. He's not playing with you anymore, ever. Okay. So I put the word out, and somehow it got to Wally. I don't know how, but he called me. He was an old-time drummer, Oompa.
Oh.
So he drove down. We lived on Gorman. We went down to the basement, got all set up, and I got into a song, one of the songs that we do. And he started playing, and all of a sudden, it was boom, papa, boom, papa.
He fell right into his old
No,
place.
no, that's all fine. Oh, okay, we're trying again. Boom, papa. No, it was hard. But we finally broke him doing that.
Oh my God.
Oh man, I could just hear that playing someplace.
Oh
He'd
yeah.
break into that.
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
but yeah, and then he became the drummer, and he stayed the drummer. And I forget when I bought that trailer. I had a custom-made trailer.
Oh, nice. To move your equipment?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember when I had it built. Had I name on it.
I vaguely remember. I thought it was white, though. I thought it was it's
No.
the country ramblers on it, didn't it?
It was baby blue.
Oh, was it blue? Okay.
Yeah. And Wally was the only one that had a hookup. None of our vehicles had hookup with a trailer. So he was our designated trailer provider. Well, Wally lived way up north of Eden Valley.
Oh, geez, he wasn't in Litchfield, huh?
Oh, no.
Oh.
So he had to drive all the way down to Litchfield and get hooked up. And finally, he just started taking the trailer home. But he had all that extra mileage to travel. Say we were playing at Lake Marion, he had to drive all the way down to Lake Marion pulling that trailer.
Yeah.
And then at night, he'd have have to drive all the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah. He never complained, not once.
Hmm.
Not one time.
Wow, nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that had to be pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that had to be pretty hard to, play every Sunday night, knowing that you had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and go deliver the mail.
Oh, yeah. It was, and yet it wasn't. I never ever remember one time thinking to myself, I wish I didn't have to do this.
Oh,
Not once.
you enjoyed it then. It was not a chore. It was
Look forward to it.
yeah.
I don't care what time I had to be at work. I look forward to it. I guess it was just a big deal,
Mm-hmm.
being able to do it.
Yeah, yeah. And to meet some of the names that you did,
Yeah.
not everybody gets that.
Oh, no.
Not everybody has that privilege,
We worked with Tom Cash, Johnny's brother.
Let's say, did you ever get to meet Johnny?
I was going to.
Uh-huh.
He turned out to be a no-show.
Oh, no.
Back in those days, he was notorious.
Yeah.
And so we had to do a program for it. But Tom we worked with 4 different times.
Mm.
And he was really a nice guy.
Was he?
Easy to work with. And one night, he's a lot of the stars would not have a strap on the guitar. They would just hold.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. Some idiot came by, looked up at him and licked off. Tom didn't take kindly to that. Next thing I knew, I had a guitar handed to me, and Tom was heading off the stage.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
He was going to give that guy a beat down, huh?
Oh, boy. I didn't know what to do, so I handed Jim the guitar, and I took mine and set it on the stand, and I jumped down and run. And by the time I got there, old Tom got this dude on the floor choking him to death. It was so funny.
Oh,
I
no.
said, Tom, get off of me, you're going to kill him. Damn right, I'm going to do it. You got to talk to me like that. About that time, Roy and the Bong showed up. Wanted to know what was going on. I said, this guy's doing this. Ah, yeah, I know him. He's in trouble. I'll kick his butt out. He's coming back. He said, yeah, you damn right I'm talking about kicking butt.
Oh, that's. Jeez.
Yeah, he was good.
Oh, no.
I talked to him a little bit about John Brown.
Yeah.
They grew up in a pretty tight family.
I kind of suspected that, yeah.
We were scheduled to work with we had done an outdoor show, North of Payne. And the guy hired us to work with the Johnny Cash show. Oh, man. My absolute favorite.
I'll bet you were just like,
Well, it was. No. Johnny Cash.
yeah.
We were going to open from 1 until 2. Statler Brothers was going to come on from 2 until 3, playing with the Tennessee 3, Johnny's band. And I had plans on asking him if I could sit in and play rhythm. Had that all planned out. And then the Carter family was going to come on. And with the same band, and do their show. And then John was going to do his show. And we were going to finish at 5 o'clock, 4 hours. And then we had to load up, and I had to rent a bunch of extra equipment because they needed 4 microphones. We only used 2. They needed 4 monitors. We only used 2. And the lights lot of extra stuff I had to pay for. But Farmer said he would reimburse me. for all
Oh, that's
that.
nice.
But we had to tear down and load up by 5 o'clock, and head south to Lake Marion.
Oh, so you could play your gig over there?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway, we were all done setting up. We had done a sound check on all of our stuff, the way we wanted it. Then we were just sitting there on hay wagon. There was 2 hay wagons bolted together. It was had a roof,
Okay.
and but nothing was happening. And finally, the farmer came. He said, "Bad news, boys. Cash is a no-show." How could that be? And he said, "You guys do it 4 hours."
4 hours?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
And I said, "Yeah, we'll do it."
So not only not him, but the 3, the band, his band. No Carter,
No, nothing.
no nothing.
No.
Oh,
Just us.
no.
We had to do the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Then load up real fast.
They go to Lake
Head south.
Marion.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I was just heartbroken.
Oh.
They probably wouldn't have let me play with them really now. Like I tell you, that's why.
I'm sure they get it a lot.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of people that
Oh,
ask
sure.
that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So I wasn't, it wasn't too bad, but it was still bad.
Yeah, broke your heart. Your one chance.
I
Oh,
would have been able to like tell everybody. I
right?
would have tried to get it.
Johnny.
But it didn't.
Oh, dang. Oh. Wow. So eventually the band breaks up.
Okay.
Did it?
It did,
Yeah.
yeah. We finished up at Lake Marion. And I said, we only got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. So I said, I want to do some practice. So we'll practice Wednesday night and Thursday night. Or Tuesday night. Okay. So we're down there in the basement of the VFW, and that's where we practiced. We had a dumbwaiter there outside the stage. And we just run the dumbwaiter up. It would come back down with 3 bottles of beer.
Nice. I like it.
Right, and anyway, we started on my new song. And Robbie knew when she was staying with her sister, so I went over there and called her sister. And I said, "We're down here practicing." I said, "Robbie's supposed to be here, but she's not. Where is she?" And there was silence. And she said, "Well, don't you know?" I said, "No."
What do you mean, don't I know?
She's in Seattle. What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
She said, "Well, her boyfriend, Bob, took off Monday morning and moved to Seattle." Never said a word.
Just up and move. She knew you'd be mad.
Oh,
Probably was afraid to tell you.
I couldn't believe she did it.
Mm.
And, all of a sudden, it felt like the weight of the whole damn earth was on my shoulders.
You're like, now what?
All of a sudden, I can't do this anymore. So I walked back over to the band. And I said, "Well," I said, "I got bad news. Robbie's gone." And I quit.
And I quit.
So they didn't know what to do.
Oh.
I said, "Now listen, if you guys want to keep the band going, you can replace it." And Jim piped up and said, hell, we can't replace you, you are the band.
You're like, I am.
Sort of like that. And I said, well, I just don't want to do it. I'm done.
Became like a fight, huh? It became like a chore?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did. And I said to Wally, I said, we're going to just quit. It's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go out with a special occasion, like New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Or something.
A send-off, yeah.
I didn't want to just up and quit.
Yeah.
I was just, and I told Wally, I said, go ahead and drop the trailer at my house. You can go ahead and take your grounds out. Which he did.
Yeah.
And that was the end of the band. Right there.
Not ever again. Oh.
Nothing. I think we met one time while it came down, and we met at the beach. With some drinks, talking. That was the best time I ever seen him.
Huh.
Something.
Or Billhauer. Was it Russ Billhauer, one of the?
Well, he played bass for a little while, because he came back from Salt Lake every winter,
Oh,
and I hired him to play bass.
gotcha. I knew I remembered him from, yeah, okay.
But yeah, that was it. It was sad.
Yeah, I'll bet.
It was really sad.
Yeah.
But I made the decision to start working. We could have advertised, tried to find another girl.
Sure.
Or another guy.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So we just ended up. And I never seen Warren again.
Oh.
Gary, bass player, I never seen him again.
Huh.
Jim was the only one.
Yeah. Huh.
That was the end of the thing.
How interesting. Yeah, just kind of done. So how long after that did you continue to stay in Minnesota before you?
We broke up. Probably about 3 years.
Oh.
2 or 3 years. Can't remember.
No.
But yeah, 2 or 3 years we stayed there. And then made the decision to move.
And what prompted that?
I was getting really tired of my family. Now and Gary and both have all of them. My mother would call. Now and Gary is like,
Oh, geez.
one of them's going to get hurt. You got to go over there and break them up.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's what I want.
Yeah, right. Get between the two of them.
Yeah. One time, I got over there. Ronald was so mad. He foamed at the mouth. And I mean foam. I'm not talking spit. I'm talking foam roll.
Oh.
How I survived it. I got in trouble.
Jeez.
That was probably
Yeah.
I wanted that.
Oh.
And of course, I'd taken up golf. You only play golf with the sun.
You can't play golf in 3 feet of snow. Nope.
I tried. It worked.
No. And wasn't there some kind of accident at work?
Well, sort of. We were camping and there was a fire. And instead of going around the fire, I stepped over it. When I stepped, I stretched that knee and I felt something pop.
Oh,
Pain shot out through the calf, through the heel of my foot. And I didn't really know what to do. It hurt. And so I thought, well, the next day at work, I'm going to struggle through the job and then fill out an accident report, which I did. And Lee told me to go to the clinic the next day, get it checked over,
yeah.
because it was October. And Christmas season was coming.
Ah, you better be better by Christmas.
You know, I went to the clinic. Dr. William Noel. Remember him?
I do remember that name, yeah. I don't remember his face, but I remember the name, yeah.
He did the inspection on me and told me that there was a thing that brought the knee, rest, whatever that's called.
Like the kneecap there, or the tendons attached to it, or
What?
the tendons?
No,
No?
it was sort of a slip thing.
Oh, meniscus? Meniscus? No, where's that shoulder?
Anyway,
I think I know what you're talking about, yeah.
he said that needs to be rebuilt. Take it out, cut out. And I said, no. I said, it's behind the knee, not in the front. I don't care, he said, that's what it is.
I don't care.
Yeah, he was an ass. Really was. He was on the dark.
Well, he thinks he's something then.
He said, so that's right. So he did. Had the surgery, took it out, and when it started to heal up, we went right back to doing the same thing.
That wasn't the problem. Oh, no.
So I went to a specialist, neuro specialist, St. Cloud. He examined it. He stuck a needle camera in there. And he says, there's a nerve back there that's damaged. He says, surgery is not going to fix it. He said, she's going to be dying. And so that was the end of my job, really.
Yeah, you're a walker for 12 hours.
And so anyway, one day I went up to St. Cloud, and Jim Craigfield, just a company, and I went to a specialist. He says, well, good news. He says, looks like you're healed. You can go back to work. Hey, this is good. So got home and I called the post office right away and talked to the assistant post office. Said, I'll be in tomorrow morning at 6:30. I said, I won't be able to probably carry for a little while until I get broke in. Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
So this morning I'm sitting there, getting ready to leave. Phone rings and it's Paul. He said, rather than come in and punch in this morning, come down about 10 o'clock. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Whatever.
that's weird, but okay.
Yeah. So I got down there. About 10. Paul leaning up against the wall. Dean Schultz, the asshole postmaster, is at his desk. And I walk in and I look at Paul and I say, what's going on? And Dean blurts it out. We're not going to let you come back to work.
Oh,
I looked at Paul and what are you talking about? This is my job.
yeah.
I said, this is my career. I'm going to retire from it. No. No, you're not. He said, we're not going to let you come back to work unless you can get that doctor to put it in writing that you can come back to work and never be bothered with diabetes.
That's not good.
That's it. And I said, well, do it. Get a letter from it. We tried. We didn't do it. I said, well, what am I supposed to do? And he said, well, you can stay on disability. I said, oh. He said, you could take a disability retirement. And I said, well, I'd like to do this. I'm going to go home on you. So I did. I walked over to the rep. And he says, I know all about it. He says, they've got every right to deny you to come back to work. Some idiot in Washington had to put it into our national agreement
Yeah.
that if you're injured on the job, you cannot be replaced for up to 1 year after the last time you took care.
So they had to pay you.
Well, yeah, but if I would have punched in, it wouldn't have worked. They couldn't get rid of me for another year.
Oh, so they didn't want you to punch in at 6:30. Ah.
That was
Oh.
crazy.
Oh.
And I said, well, if there's something we can do, you know. And I got ticked off with that. Because I was a union guy,
Yeah.
and I stood up and I struck with him, which was illegal.
That's illegal.
And I told Walt, I said, you know, if this was a high dollar deal, you'd be all over it, trying to get
Fighting.
national recognition. I said, because you hate Minnesota and you want to get to Washington. And he did.
Yeah.
He became our national president.
You did? Ah.
Asshole.
Ah.
And he says, well, I don't know what your belly ache is about. He says, take some retirement, get out of here. It's godforsaken place.
Gee.
So we did.
Oh, dang.
And he became our national president.
How funny.
I was tempted one time to call him. Do you remember me, Walt?
The one you wouldn't fight for?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that's when I'd say go someplace with decent.
Yeah.
And we have had to come through Moab, at one time. But this is really
Plus, your brother had talked about it
Yeah.
a long time ago.
long.
How funny.
Yeah. So we went ahead and made the move.
Yeah, it seems like it was the time. The family was fighting, the job was over, the band was over. It's time for a move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything was good.
Yeah.
No such stuff.
Yeah.
Go someplace. And we talked it over with you guys. Yeah, why not?
I know. Yeah.
And so we did.
Yeah.
That was 75.
Yeah, 75. 75, right?
We wound up here.
Yeah. So, here versus anywhere else, did you think about other places?
St. Louis.
Oh,
But we had dinner one night. The waitress talked to us. And we told her we think about moving, and she said, no. She said, this is normal. You don't want to work there. And so we made the decision based on that. But then on the way home, instead of going straight past Crescent Junction, we turned it out. And we went out to the golf course. He was at the truck. And I met Kurt, too.
Yeah?
They were really nice. I said, yeah, who does it? You love it. Perfect. Nice weather. Blah, and it was. God, it was green. People were out playing golf. It's in the March. It's still snowing.
Yeah,
Ah.
right. Yeah, exactly.
So we wound up here.
We came to Moab.
We bought a house. I happened to be walking down the street on the other side. Old Homestead Real. With an arrow went up the stairs. So I went up there. I knew I wanted a house. And Louise Sims was a salesman. And I told her about myself. I said, I live by house. And she worked with me, showed me the first house I bought.
Huh,
In Bali.
yeah?
That was a real month. And I had to go back to Minnesota. And I don't fly, so
Oh,
I had to take the bus.
oh my God.
That,
Oh God, I can only imagine.
I got back up there. Out there, Green Station Wagon,
The station wagon.
and took off and got down here.
Didn't you look at Cottonwood, Arizona also?
Yeah, we did.
I thought, yeah, now that you're, yeah, okay.
That was a nice place.
Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked that. And it had a real nice golf course. And they were playing golf. But I can't remember why we didn't. It might have been the price of housing.
Mm,
That was just popular.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So I think that was probably the reason we picked Moab, because I could buy that first house at 11.5.
Mm. Good price.
That was a lot cheaper.
Yeah,
than Cotton.
yeah.
As I recall, the house we looked at in Cottonwood was 47.
Huge difference. Yikes.
And then we went on up to St. Louis.
Uh-huh.
Said that one. So then we came down to Moab
Mhm.
and checked it out. We both thought this was good. This would be a nice place.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
People were friendly.
Mhm.
It wasn't a Mormon town. And it had mountains, it had desert, it had rocks, had all kinds of stuff.
Had cowboys and Indians.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what hobbies did you pick up while you were here?
So we went ahead and moved here. And we took that station wagon, a lot of weird places. I remember we went up to Miners Basin, and the caretaker up there said, I don't know, he said, that's the first time I ever seen a station wagon up here. But yeah, we did a lot of exploring. And when we went back to Minnesota, I decided we were going to need a four-wheel drive. So I bought that Chevy GC didn't have air. We had to drive back out here.
Oh, you bought it in Minnesota?
Yeah. And we had to survive the heat coming out here. Right, God.
Ooh,
As soon as I got out here, I had air conditioning.
first things first.
I took it down to the GMC dealer here. Something's that. And of course, it's brand new. And it worked. And I told him about it. And he went and got a tire on it. He came back. He said, "You get that precious right thing out of here. Don't you ever bring it back. I'll beat that thing to pieces." I didn't buy it.
Oh. So he wouldn't work on it?
I called GMC. And they said, "Take it to the shipment."
Dang. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh.
Yeah, that guy was, you know, and funny, later on, when I've been 2, 3, or 4 years, I met this same guy, GMC, down at Barksville.
Yeah?
Just the nicest guy in the world. Just the nicest guy
How
in the world.
bizarre.
I told him my name, he didn't remember it.
Nah,
We got along fine after
how funny. Yeah, you ran me off with a tire iron.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He was scary, this.
Oh my God. Jeez. Yeah. So,
We didn't keep the GMC that long.
yeah.
We bought that 78 place, but it was big.
Yeah.
The GMC was very small. The Chevy Blazer had huge tires.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember it being bigger.
Yeah.
So-
It was fun.
Did Sims talk you into becoming a real estate agent, or was that something that you had thought about before?
She talked to me.
Ah,
I had never even thought of it. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was still getting paid.
uh-huh,
I had government.
yeah.
So I wasn't real concerned at that time. She said, "Yeah, get your license, come to work here with us." Very Conrad Gibbons. And Adair White had me. And so I did. I took them to up north and got my license. And I went to work for Adair.
Yeah.
Mhm. Worked for her for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And we decided to start our own business. And so she became a broker. And I took my license and put it with her.
Uh-huh.
Because we were very long.
Yeah, yeah.
And stayed with them quite a while.
Yeah, it seems like it was like almost 10 years, wasn't it? Yeah. Must have enjoyed it then. Must have,
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And that's when Mom and I got together and started my own. We stayed good friends.
what gave you the gold bug? Marvin?
No,
No?
I just had it.
Yeah.
I had that fun. I wanted my gold. I wanted to have gold in my hand.
Yeah.
And so I went looking for them.
I remember we were always looking for a Mormon gold piece. We
Oh,
were
yeah.
always looking for those, yeah.
Never found that.
No, no.
I kept my license. When we were marketing, I didn't want to give my license up.
Oh, uh-huh.
And my mother had gotten her license.
Mhm.
So anything I did, I put in there. I could only earn so much.
Oh, or you lose your
Yeah,
retirement, yeah, yeah, that's right,
I made sure that she got,
yeah, smart move.
yeah. We, Marvin Louise was real nasty. I remember one time Marvin, I got into an argument. He just wouldn't accept it. And I told him, and I showed him. He looked at it, he looked at me and said, well, maybe that's the way it is, but it shouldn't be.
I'm right. Well, at least you got along while you were gold mining, you know, didn't have any knockdown dragouts.
Yeah, we've had a lot of strange times up there.
Yeah,
Really strange. One night, we decided to try to turn the rock into a shaker. So one of us wouldn't have to stand there and pull the rocks down. They would scream. So it was dusk. We walked out down the path towards the shaker. Rock. Now we wanted to see where we should put the rotator and all look everything up.
uh-huh.
And all of a sudden I heard something. And I stopped. Marv was half hard of hearing. And he said, what are you doing? I said, I heard something. Over here beside you. And all of a sudden it's on the straps.
Ooh.
Paper straps in my ears. And he said straight up. Just like an earthquake.
Like you see in the movies, huh?
And then he just laid down on the ground. And of course we had two dogs. They went nuts. And Marv picked up a piece of drill steel and he's trying to pin his head down. And the snake keeps getting loose from him.
Oh, jeez.
And the dog's barking, trying to bite
Oh,
him.
God. All hell is breaking loose.
Everything's going crazy. Finally, he got his head pinned down. He said, grab my knife out of his feet, cut his head off. What? Are you nuts? Get down there by that.
Hell no.
This ain't gonna happen. I don't like things to begin with. Especially a rattlesnake.
No, no.
Yeah, okay. I won't let him go. Oh no, my little boss. Well, we got to.
That ain't happening, buddy.
Oh, God. So I got it tight, and he had his head down, and I went down,
God.
and of course his tail was wagging and rattling, and somehow I managed to get my left foot off his tail. And I went down there really fast, and I saw it. Ding! And his head come loose.
Oh.
And I let go of everything. And of course, his tail kept going. But finally, everything calmed down a little bit. And the dog was there. And I grabbed a pair of pliers. And Leslie grabbed that head and walked down to the river and threw the head in the river. So let's turtle it.
Yeah.
Then we came back, and Mark picked up the body, the stick or something. He carried it down and threw it in the river. Get rid of it.
He didn't cut off the tail?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, yeah, most people will do that. Yeah.
He wanted that to.
Yeah, yeah.
But that was all.
Dude.
And then later on sometime, I don't know when, it dawned on me. We measured that thing about the head and tail. 46 inches.
Holy crap.
Yeah, big. And I said, Marv, we really messed up on that. we should have saved it. We could have made a belt.
Yeah, that's wrong.
And he says, yeah. I said, I never thought of it.
You were both just kind of like
Yeah,
scared, like, holy crap,
yeah,
look at the size of that thing.
yeah.
Ooh, ooh.
That was the only gratitude to see it.
Well, yeah, you're lucky the dogs didn't get a bite at it, because it'll attack them back.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, there was a male in the funeral. The male was Mark Shaw. You remember him?
Marv, yeah. The dog, no.
Oh, you remember that?
I don't remember the dog, huh?
Yeah, well, he was. And Marv had him trained not to lift it. And he'd get whacked all the time.
That's annoying.
Yeah. Anyway, one night we're in bed, slept on it. And all of a sudden, we hear a car. And Marv said, what are you doing? I said, sounds like a cop. Leaving. No, they do, well, they're not. I don't know. So we get up and open the door a little bit. The dogs are outside. And sure enough, there's a headlight. And I said, you know, Marv, that sounds a lot like your Jeep. He said, you know, it does. So he opens the door up. About that time, a big gun goes off.
What?
Oh, yeah. The dogs come in 100 miles an hour.
Holy crap.
One goes under Marv's bunk, and one goes under my bunk, knocks me over.
Oh.
And it turns out to be Louise and her friend. Vern had gone into town because we had lost that boat. And we were supposed to get the boat back.
Oh, okay.
And instead of doing that, he called Louise and told Louise to do it. Then they drove out there to tell us that Vern wasn't going to do that. And we would have to figure out a way to do it ourselves. And then they took off.
Well, who had the gun?
Louise
Oh,
and Marjorie Crystal
oh, okay.
wanted to make sure we heard her.
So you didn't come out shooting.
So the next day, here comes Vern. He comes out the back through Grand through,
You were on the Dolores River?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, through Fruta, and up and over and down, and right into camp. We still got no boat. And so I told Mark, the only thing we could do is go back the way Vern came.
Did somebody take it, or did it float downriver?
It went down with it.
Oh, no.
They finally found it.
Oh, no.
Clear down the potash, I think.
Dang.
And all kinds of people out looking at the river, trying to see bodies.
Oh, no.
We got chewed out real good by the sheriff.
You're like, I didn't mean to cause an alarm. So, yeah, you'd have to go back all the way around,
Back in 70,
yeah,
all the way.
in order to get back home.
That's
Yeah.
what we had to do.
Oh, my
Then
God.
we had to figure out a way. The boat actually still held water,
Did it?
beat the hell. But we had to figure out a way to get it back up there.
Yeah.
And so we hauled it back. And I said to Marv, I said, what we'll do is the cable, of course, was gone. tie a rope on the table and we drop it in water and get a boat from the ranch and hook onto it,
Yeah,
pull it.
yeah.
No big deal. I said, I could row. I grew up rowing. Mom didn't even want to see that.
Jeez.
Didn't want to get in. So I get in there and upstream a little bit, I used to take off, row in the beach man. Well, the current catches me. And pretty soon I'm way down around the bend.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Marv is feeling all this pressure. River. And my nose is open. So I get behind in the back, sit, and nose comes up. And Marv feels this. And of course he thinks I'm drowned.
Oh, no.
I fell out of the boat.
Oh, no.
I'm dead. This is awful. I managed to get the boat back up to shore.
On the other side?
No,
No.
no.
Same side.
Same time. Grabbed some weeds and stuff, pulled myself over, got on shore, went walking back up tomorrow. He said, "You're alive." Okay, let's try this again. And so I'm rowing, and somehow I make it across the river. And Burden gets a hold of the cable. And I get across. I don't know exactly how this works, but I got across. And I grabbed a hold of the cable. And Marv's foot got tangled up in there. It's dragging him into the river.
Oh, no.
Don't know how to swim.
Oh, no. That is not good.
Gonna die.
Oh, no.
And suddenly I dropped the cable. And it fell to the bottom. It's like,
And it loosened him.
yeah, it was all done with. I said, long time, the cable's on the bottom, as long as it's down there, safe. And so finally we got the cable over, and we got him out of the
Oh, my God. What an ordeal.
One other time with the cable, a helicopter came and landed in Jacobs.
Oh, wow.
He had bought a helicopter after he got married,
Huh.
and he was upstream. And pretty soon, I heard the helicopter start up. I looked up river, and here he comes. Just high enough to catch that cable. We had struggled.
Oh, no.
I run down there as fast as I could, and I grabbed the cable and started jerking it real hard, so it bounced up and down. We had planes.
Okay.
He seen it just in time.
Oh, no.
Very straight
It
up.
would have caught his skin?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
that would have been terrible.
Holy schmoly. Well, he shouldn't be that low.
Yeah,
He should not have been that low.
no, he shouldn't. But, yeah, we dodged that.
Jeez. So how long would you guys camp out there? Like a month at a time? A week at a time? How long would you camp out there? A week? A month?
We would change every week.
Uh,
1 week he would go to town to the weekend.
uh,
Next weekend I would go.
I see.
We were out there for the whole summer.
Oh, dang.
We went out in March, beautiful day, nice and warm, and we got set up and everything. And
Where's the hurt? On your legs?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Where that big deep hole was at,
Oh, just sharp. Sharp.
early.
Hmm.
Anyway, we got all our equipment hauled out and set up. And figured out within an hour, it wasn't gonna work.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You gotta come up with something different than this. That's what we actually had sprinklers from a lawn sprinkler
Yeah.
set up to water the rock. To wash the gold off the rock.
Oh, okay.
And that didn't have enough horsepower
No.
to move a fleet. And so we ditched all that. We had a 4-inch line. It was our pump.
That's pretty good size.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pumped it all down. And I told Martin, I said, we're gonna have to run all that water right into the rock. And wash that rock that way.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna have to stay here on that shoot. And so that's how we did it. The rest of the time we were out there.
Dang.
Yeah. Never changed it. This time with that rattlesnake, we thought about trying. After that incident, we gave up.
You're like, nope. Did you come away with any? Just some black sand? Did you find any? Gold.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flakes or nuggets?
Not that.
No, just
It was
flakes.
a fine.
Oh, like the black sand?
It would be mixed in with the black sand.
Yeah.
We had to have it set up to where we could catch with black sand if we could, rather than lose the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we had John, he had a mine below us. We hired him, paid him $100 to come up and get our shoes covered, figure out how to do it.
Nice.
And he said a day or something. He got it all pretty well situated.
Oh, nice.
He said, 80% of the gold drops within 20% of the carcass.
The top.
After.
Oh.
He said, you guys are washing 40 feet of carpet every day. He said, that's just a waste of time and money. He said, wash 20%.
Oh.
And run the 40% of the carpet back through it. The next day, we'll get captive in the first book. That's how we do it.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's how we started doing it.
Oh. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
Never dawned on it.
No,
No, not at all.
that's not something they tell you in the books.
No, definitely not. And I had read plenty of
Oh,
books.
yeah. We can do this. I got a sprinkler. Funny. Okay, so we're almost coming to the end here with your move to Moab. So how have you seen Moab change in the time that you've been here?
When we moved here, it was a mining. And the miners were nice people. They were hardworking. They loved to tell. They were nice. Easy to get along. We'd go out of the way. Right away, Vernon Simmons, two very good friends, was Don Weaver. And Don asked me if I wanted to join the office. I said, yeah. And he sponsored me. And they voted me in.
Nice.
Yeah. That's the way the town was after. And now it's not that way. It's not even close to the people. Other people treat other people. It's like they'll come here and fall in love with this place. Oh God, I can't wait to move here. And within a year after they move here, they want to change it. To suit themselves. They don't care about anything else. So it has changed so much.
Oh, here. Where'd it go? There.
I thought that was all right.
That doesn't feel good. Okay, so what big changes or events have you seen in your lifetime? Kind of,
What?
yeah, what would you say the big, big changes you,
The technology of things that we're capable of doing now
yeah,
that we weren't years ago. Not even come close. Going to the moon. The phone,
yeah,
what they do, phone, take pictures of it.
internet with your phone.
Yeah. All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just the technology, and this is probably the greatest thing that has changed. As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
I find it really fascinating. that you can do these things now in a relatively short period of time. Just like it happened overnight.
true, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, all of a sudden it was a little bit people talking about this internet or cloud thing, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah,
yeah.
very big deal. A lot of, I suppose there's
Things you want to add? Time to pee? Was it time to pee? No. People have changed a lot. People seem different.
Huh?
People seem different.
Oh, yeah.
People have changed, yeah.
And the fact that we're still here. When this took place, you'll recall that it was after this,
Yeah.
I asked you guys to go to
If she wanted to move. Yeah. Move back.
move back, and everyone said no. That was what it was. So, we stayed.
Yeah. So be the new home, plus you're where she is too.
Huh?
So this is your new home, plus you're where she is. Yeah, yeah. You wouldn't want to leave.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was real bad time.
Yeah. I don't even know how you guys made it through that. I really don't.
That was nothing human about that. That comes off. Just when it says no.
And you think about that, but you don't know. Maybe it would happen the next week. You know, those, you don't know. I go through that with Larry too. I almost asked him to stay home that morning because I felt sick, but I didn't. I didn't ask him to stay, so, but maybe he would have died the next week.
Yeah, that's
Don't
right.
know. Yeah, yeah,
All you can do is, you're not even gonna think about it.
yeah,
It's not like you're gonna, well, I hope this thing's there.
right,
You're not gonna know.
yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Well, yes, that's it.
Yeah.
That probably should be before it's supper time. What
Yeah.
time is it?
Alexa, what time is it?
It's 4:16 p.m.
4:16.
4:50. Yeah, probably.
Well, thanks, Dad. That was very interesting. I like the stories. We could do